With so many titles, services, and fee structures out there, it can be overwhelming to know who truly has your best interest at heart. In this interview, financial advisor Gerald Einberg from Sanlam, Namibia, is here to break down what to look for in terms of looking for a financial advisor, key questions to ask before hiring one, and how to avoid common pitfalls. And this morning, he now joins us to share some of those tips. Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for making time to speak to us.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Okay. Let's talk about what kind of questions should someone be asking for during an initiating meeting when you said, okay, I think I need this person to be my financial advisor.
Yeah, well, so many things going around. I will just touch on a few key points. First of all, you need to know how will we work together? What are my options to make sense? What are my options as a client? How will you serve me better? What is there that I can? How will the relationship work? You understand? How will you communicate with me, and how often? That's very important because open communication is key. Because it's built on trust. It's a relationship built on trust. There has to be a relationship building. It can't be it can't be a thing of I see you and then and you forget about me. The first thing you get my business and then you forget about me. What services do you provide, and what are your specialities? Do you specialize in something, or are you catering for everyone, or are you just an advisor that just wants to get business in? Yeah. What type of person is this? And then what are your investment philosophies? How can you help me grow an investment? What do you look at? What are these kind of things? And what professional experience does the advisor have? That's very important because you need to know, where does the person come from? What can they share with you? Because you might pick up in something in their life that you can relate to. What experience have they drawn from where they were before that they can take into being a financial advisor? So that's basically one of the 5 main points, and also income. How do you get paid? How do you get compensated? Because a lot of clients think that you're only there for the payday.
Let's talk about, let's say, for instance, when you are choosing a financial advisor, you talked about what are some of the initial questions that you need to ask. Now, when choosing an advisor, from your expertise as a financial advisor, what are some of maybe top 2 common mistakes that people make that you have observed, the most critical ones that people most make?
They're getting caught up in the past, getting too caught up in the past with past experiences, with past failures, with financial advisors. So they don't want to give a new advisor the chance to also just then do what he needs to do, but they always want to say, my previous advisor, it's good to reflect on that, but we need to build on that. And then failing to understand the scope of the client-advisor relationship and the fees involved. Because you need to understand, what is this relationship about, and what am I as an advisor getting paid for? That is what you need to understand, because it's a service and you pay for service. And that's that thing is very, very, very crucial. That part, the paying part, when it comes to money, people are always thinking, hey, I can't pay you that much, you understand? Yeah. That's basically what it is. And then ignoring the real matters. Don't ignore the real matters.
What can be classified as the real matters?
The real matters is, what do you get in return? What do you get in return for what you are paying for? That is what's basically your key matter.
Your key matter. Now, beyond investment returns, how should one judge, a financial advisor, whether they are good at their job over time? Is this the only basis in which to make a decision about a financial advisor in terms of their return of investment? But obviously, if you can't give me good returns, I'll be wondering, why should I keep you?
It's key to understand. It's key to have often communication with an advisor. And then you as a client need to go sit down and reassess your relationship with the advisor. Because if you don't do that, then you will just end up being frustrated, and you won't even know what's out there get yourself in the market as well. Go to places, go see people, other advisors as well. Just come into a space and just, if you know of anyone that's also an advisor, go speak to that person, find out, is my advisor doing the best for me? And also, if you get some other knowledge, go back to your advisor and ask him, why are you not offering me this and this and this? And then if he can't give you a reason, a proper valid reason, then that would also be a red flag for you.
Okay, so is it advisable for one to shop around in terms of financial advisor before coming to one? So maybe look at 3, 4 options before deciding if this is the one that I want to choose.
You can do that, but you need to predetermine what it is I want my advisor to do. What are my goals? Where do I want to be as a client? And what do I want my advisor to do for me? How do I want to be served? And then go out into the market and see who best fits my needs.
Okay. Let's talk about the protections that exist possibly for clients if an advisor makes a serious mistake or possibly gives negligent advice. And are there protections to protect the clients? Are there adequate protections? I mean, if it's a negligent, maybe one loses money, there's bad advice, what happens then?
There are things in place. There are. But everything is not kept under one umbrella. Every case, every situation is handled on a case-by-case basis, based on its own merit. And that case is then can be reported to NAMFISA, who is our governing body, and then also then to the specific insurers, management and compliance, because they will also do an investigation, internal investigation, to see whether or not the advisor has been giving you proper advice, or has he been negligent, and then the advisor will bear the consequences of that.
Well, unfortunately, we're running out of time, but as we conclude, for those that might be listening and might be interested in a service of a financial advisor, how can they get in touch with you and how can they connect?
They can contact me, Mohammed Sanlam. Contact me at 081 44 00 727, or my email address via email is girao@sanlamforyou.com.na.
Okay. Well, Girao, thank you so much for making time to speak to us this morning.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Okay. That was Girao Einberg, who is a financial advisor at Sanlam Namibia, talking to us about how one can choose a financial advisor.